It has not been an ideal start to Season 3 of this Bulls franchise. Outside of Brandon Ingram's 40-piece in the opener, the offense has been ice cold, failing to score over 100 in either of the next two games as we fall to 0-3. And that continues into Game 4 as we get walloped in Memphis by 39. There are obviously a ton of games left to play, but you don't usually see a great team losing in this fashion this consistently. None of these games have even been competitive. We were hoping to see a forward leap after signing a star like B.I., but it's been backwards so far. If we are to improve on our 30-52 record from last year, we need to get started quickly. Now that we have 4 rookies on our squad, I wanted to utilize training tools much more frequently and intentionally. We need to make sure Andre Lorbeck, Mace Gadzarich, and our other young players are improving and shoring up their weaknesses. I don't normally mess with the training schedule as I don't really like the system and I preferred the old way that 2K did in-season progression, but here I have edited the next few weeks to include more rigorous training, film study to improve IQ and decision making, and a couple team bonding activities to help our very low team chemistry. I got offered a trade very early in the year by the Miami Heat, who were interested in sending me DeAndre Hunter for Jet Howard. This would definitely make us better and would give us another capable wing defender, but we'd be taking on approximately $19 million of salary per year over the next 2 years for an older player. I'm not ready to give up on Jet Howard just yet, as the scoring potential is undoubtedly there. He doesn't exactly fit as a major piece in our rotation right now, but once we inevitably start experiencing some injuries to our wings, I want to turn Jet loose and give him a chance to shine. I did honestly think about accepting this, especially with the second round pick Miami threw in, but I ultimately stopped myself from making a panic move. Jet Howard is staying with us. Still, we need a win to keep from going off the deep end, and I switched up the second unit in the hopes that it could turn things around. Our bench has been absolutely atrocious. Mace Gadzarich's finishing issues have rendered him unplayable as a backup center, and he hasn't made any threes to make up for it. Dalen Terry has looked nothing like the do-it-all wing he's shown he can be. And Coby White, while miraculously our leading bench scorer, has been building a house with all these bricks. All 3 of these guys are shooting under 30%. I know it's a small sample size, but this is inexcusable, and has undoubtedly been a huge reason for our offensive woes. I'm sure they'll get better eventually, but something needs to change now. So for our next game against Brooklyn, Gadzarich and Terry will both be out of the rotation. Coby White only gets 10 minutes. Andre Lorbeck hasn't been great either. He's scored less than 10 points in all 4 games, but at least he's been better than Coby. His minutes are safe. Entering the rotation in Terry's place will be Mark Mitchell, who can hopefully provide some energy to the sluggish team. And lastly, Big Al Horford will make his Bulls debut as backup center. His veteran presence is sorely needed right now. Okay, with that, we now take on the Brooklyn Nets, a team that is very beatable. Let's see if we can get our first win. I played this game, or at least 3/4 of it. I didn't even think it was worth showing to you guys. This is about as embarrassing a home loss as you could possibly take. We lose by 32 to Brooklyn, and we got outplayed in pretty much every single recorded category. Ingram put up 24 shots, made 11 of them. Donovan Clingan played pretty well, shot 6 of 7. Not enough. Al Horford and Mark Mitchell joining the rotation didn't do a thing. They scored 4 combined points. Fred VanVleet goes berserk on us for 39 points. We can't seem to handle point guards. First it was Gabe Vincent, now it's Fred VanVleet. It's getting pretty apparent that this Bulls team is not good. Our offense struggles to score 100 on a nightly basis. The defense has given up 130 in 2 straight games, and that results in by far the worst point differential in the NBA. Of course, you can't make any real predictions off the first 5 games, but this has the potential to be a really long year for us. And if it is, well, I might try to make it pretty short in terms of YouTube time. But the search for win number 1 continues, and one would hope we can do it against the expansion team, the Montreal Owls, who somehow are 3-4, with their best player being Colin Sexton. As bad as we've been, I think I like our chances in this one. It's cool to see a new court here as Brandon Ingram goes inside for the slam. The Owls have a very bright color scheme, and it almost looks snowy out there in Montreal. Monte Morris knocked down a three, and Patrick Williams answers with his own. Cole Anthony down the left side, inside to McDaniels, and Ingram couldn't handle the pass. Sexton off to the races for a fast break slam. Here's B.I. off the catch, sinks it. 8-6 Chicago. Here's Baron Hunter knocking down the three. He gets the start. The number 5 pick in the draft. Out of Kentucky. We'll get a chance to see him play for the first time. Step back J for Ingram. Here's Sexton knocking down a three off the dribble. Anthony guarded by Monte Morris. Swivels around him for the score. Now he gets the steal on Morris. Anthony ahead to Klingon. Alley-oop slam. Now he deals to Ingram. Nice cut. Ingram gets it again, guarded by Monte Morris. He's like 10 inches taller than him. And he gets the easy and one. This could be a big scoring day for Ingram, but there he gets the assist. Open three for Cole Anthony. Patrick Williams blocks it off the glass. Offensive rebound, back out to Hunter, who knocks down another jumper. Not normally thought of as a shooter, but his jumper has been solid to start the season. And so has Ingram's, as he knocks down another one. Morris gets all the way to the paint and banks it home. He's been a big-time scorer for these Owls. Offensive rebound, Colin Sexton, and the putback. Here's Andre Lorbeck getting his first minutes. And Baron Hunter locks him up, blocking the jumper. Sexton inside to Hunter for the score. Great start for Baron Hunter. Al Horford in the game, and he is fouled, knocks down both. We're moving faster in this game. 3 minutes to go in the first. As Sexton scores, it's 27-25 Chicago. Ingram can pop. Al Horford knocks it down. At 39 years old, he's still dangerous in those pick and fade situations as Aiden Mahaney knocks down a triple. We try pick and fade with McDaniels. He pump fakes and goes inside for the dunk. Now Sexton with it, dancing around the defense and scores with a razzle-dazzle. Horford with the patent pump fake and drive. I don't know how he does it. He's not athletic at all, but those drives are lethal. Kobe White knocks down the long two, and here's Gabe Pettit scoring. The second-round pick for the Owls, as Brandon Ingram moseys his way to the rim for two. And we're up by 7 early in the second. Dalen Terry backing down Marjon Beauchamp and hitting the tough shot over him. Donovan Klingon hits the fadeaway over Isaiah Stewart. Jordan Walsh gets it to go off the glass. Walsh again. Tough shot over Jaden McDaniels. Walsh has a lot of potential, and maybe he gets a chance to realize it here with the Owls instead of with the Celtics. Marjon Beauchamp knocks down a three. He had 35 points in the season opener for the Owls as Terry sinks the fadeaway. Morris out to Isaiah Stewart. Another player looking to improve his percentages from last year. Anthony gets free off a back screen. Nice pick from Klingon. Walsh to the rim again. A 6'8" guard. Hard to contain at the rim as Cole Anthony drives baseline. Baron Hunter tries another triple, and he's got it to go. If he can keep shooting this way, the Owls might have gotten a gem. Williams gotta hit that wide open three. Hunter padding the rebound stats, just got 2 offensive rebounds there and the assist for another Isaiah Stewart three. Jet Howard to the rim, initiates contact for the score. Usman Njai, step back three. What are we doing here? Why are all these terrible shooters hitting contested threes? And we can't even hit wide open ones. B.I. gets right around Colin Sexton. That's our bread and butter offensively. Klingon erases that one into oblivion. He literally sends that into the second row. That is not hyperbole. Someone go get a radar gun. I want to see how fast that ball went. Jet Howard gets a steal here and gives it ahead to Andre Lorbeck, who cannot finish. Still looking for his first points. Baron Hunter with a rack attack. He's been spectacular so far. Missed mid-range jumper. Klingon cleans it up. 59-57. Mahaney tries to close the gap, and he does. Owls lead, heading into the locker rooms. If we lose this game, it might be rock bottom. Why are we down at halftime to a team led by Colin Sexton? I couldn't explain. This team is way too talented for this to be happening. We're at risk of wasting another very good game from Brandon Ingram. He's got 19 right now on 80% shooting. We're shooting 56% as a squad, but we just can't seem to defend the three-pointer. That's been our Achilles heel as Brandon Ingram gets things started with a block on Baron Hunter. Patrick Williams down the court and Euro steps it in. 61-60. Monte Morris continues to score at an efficient clip as Brandon Ingram passes it off to Williams. Corner three is good. We need to give him more looks from the corner. He's got the corner specialist badge. Lorbeck to Ingram. Another corner three. Can't hit it this time. Sexton gets right past Jet Howard before running into the wall that is Donovan Klingon. Jet's defense isn't where it should be, and right now his shooting isn't either. Hunter, reverse slam! Wow! Now gives it to Sexton, and another assist for Hunter. He keeps racking up stats. Marjon Beauchamp hits a contested three. What is going on? Ingram scores again. Maybe this is a slider issue as Stewart hits another. But I don't know. I don't remember this happening season 1. Maybe that's the difference that Drew Holiday made. As Ingram rises from deep. He's on fire. We need to ride his hot hand as Morris scores again. He's been a 20-plus point per game scorer. This could be a breakout season for him, maybe even a most improved player type of season. As Dalen Terry can hit the open three. What's new? Aiden Mahaney with a jumper. McDaniels needs to hit this. He does. Still down by 6 as Jordan Walsh detonates on Kobe White. Now Terry gets back with a reverse slam. And we've been in the penalty since halfway through this third quarter. Pat Williams just committed the 9th team foul as Andre Lorbeck scores down low. We're getting killed at the free throw line as Al Horford deflects the pass. And Lorbeck finishes inside. He's been quiet to start the season, but he's been showing those flashes as an incredibly crafty finisher. Anthony is fouled. He hits both, and we trail by 5 to start the fourth. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the discrepancy in three-point shooting. We've made more field goals, but Montreal has hit 6 more threes, and they're not even shooting well from the free throw line. We're just gifting them a ton of opportunities. They're 16 of 27. It's been solid all around on offense today, but if we're going to overcome these defensive struggles, Brandon Ingram is going to need to continue this hot streak. And somehow we need to find a way to stop Baron Hunter, keep him off the glass. Colin Sexton also having a fine game with 9 assists already. Fourth quarter underway as Baron Hunter dishes it to Stewart, and he gets the finish. Here's Ingram. He wants the ball in his hands for the majority of this quarter. Gives it to Horford, and he gets another driving dunk. Patrick Williams with a boneheaded decision, passing it right into Baron Hunter, forces a jump ball, which Ingram snatches up and draws a foul. He hits both, and we're now down by 3. Hunter can't be stopped. Terry, Klingon, pick and roll. Klingon made that way harder than it needed to be, but 2 points or 2 points. Ingram, 3 in transition. It's good, and he's up to 31. On ball steal, Klingon, all the way! He took off from outside the paint. Once again, 7'2" guys shouldn't be able to move like that. Morris, a 3, and the Owls lead. Klingon gets the block on Hunter. Anthony trying to push it. Behind the back pass, Williams, no good. Klingon chases it down. Another great game from Donovan Klingon. If only we could have him in the game for all 48 minutes. Our defense would drastically improve. Anthony with the finish. 101-98 Chicago as Marjon Beauchamp cuts it to 1. Ingram thought about the 3, puts it on the floor. He's double teamed. Williams left open. No good. Not gonna lie, I really was hoping he would be a better shooter by this point in his career as Hunter chases down another offensive board and lays it back in. That play looked Rodman-esque. Tenacious hustle from the rookie. Klingon can't finish over Hunter. Every once in a while, he has one of those missed layups that just make you scratch your head. Lorbeck with another crafty move down low. Only 6 points for him, though. Sexton tries the jumper, and it's blocked by Williams. Lorbeck almost gave it right back. Trying to slow it down, rejects the screen, drops it off to Klingon at the last second, and he scores. Under 4 minutes to go. Morris driving kick to Isaiah Stewart. He continues to hit shots. Klingon, a backdoor pass to Anthony for 2. Close game as we near the 3-minute mark. No good from Morris. Can we capitalize? Lorbeck finishes through contact. I'm putting some trust in him, letting him stay in the game late here, and he's delivered. Morris gets to the line and hits a pair. Lorbeck wants 2 more. He finishes! 10 points for Andre Lorbeck, the first time he's reached that mark in his young career. Beauchamp, Pettit, Sexton, Williams overran him, hits the easy mid-range jumper. That's the defensive miscues that have been dooming us in this winless season. Ingram forces his way to the line. He's got 33. And McDaniels, who was on the bench with foul trouble, subs back in and immediately fouls out. Replaced by Andre Lorbeck once again. Beauchamp can't hit the 3. Ingram, indecisive. I don't know what that was. It's rebounded by Klingon. Williams, with the shot clock running down, he's rejected. Gabe Pettit chases it down. Under a minute to go. Morris cuts it to 1. Are we seriously about to lose this? We got to protect the 1-point lead. Ingram, guarded by Beauchamp, backing him down. Left-handed hook. No! Montreal can take the lead. Beauchamp, Sexton, left side, guarded by Andre Lorbeck. Steps back. Beauchamp, Hunter, Morris. Owls playing hot potato. Back to Hunter down low, guarded by Williams. Tries to spin left. Steps back, shoots it, no! Williams with the rebound and the timeout. Barrett Hunter had a phenomenal game. Tried to win it there with the jumper, but the magic ran out. Anthony, our best free throw shooter, hits the first. Puts the second through the net. Timeout Owls, they advance. We're going to get our defensive lineup in there. Mark Mitchell will enter for the first time. Dalen Terry at the 2. We're focusing on Colin Sexton. Their main scoring threat, you would think they would get it to either him or Morris. They give it to Morris. And we foul. Not playing any games here. Not letting them give up a 3. And Morris maybe intentionally misses that free throw. I don't know. But we get the W. The foul when up 3 strategy prevails once more. Take notes, Indiana Pacers. It's your fault for the playoffs being boring. All because you didn't foul. But we get the job done. I still feel like we have the talent to blow this team out, but we win it in a nail-biter. Brandon Ingram with a great game. 33 points he finishes with. We had 4 others in double figures. Anthony and Klingon with 17. Klingon also had 2 steals and 3 blocks. He is a fantastic defender. Anthony had 3 steals as well, but as a team, the defense wasn't where it should be. Al Horford had a solid game from the backup center spot, 11 points in 17 minutes, and Andre Lorbeck reaches the 10-point mark. Baron Hunter played big minutes today. He actually isn't the regular starter. Darius Baisley was out with an injury, but Hunter might have proven he deserves to be the starter for good. 23 points, 12 boards, leads the team in both categories. Our team defense still needs a lot of work, but I do think we should be proud of the fact that we kind of shut down Colin Sexton in the fourth quarter. He only scored 2. And we did tighten up in the fourth quarter, only allowing 22 points as opposed to 31 in the third. And I'm also happy with the fact that we won the turnover battle, forcing 11. It's usually so hard to get the CPU to commit more than even 5, but we were getting all kinds of steals today. So win number 1 is finally in the books, but the celebration doesn't last long, as we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. We get outscored by 13 in the fourth, losing to the Clippers, who are now led by Anthony Simons. And that leads us into another home matchup with the division rival Pistons. I wanted to play this game because the Pistons are red hot. They started their season with 7 straight wins and are coming off their first loss, which came to the Celtics. So we beat an expansion team. Let's see if we can beat a real team. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Ausar Thompson, and the guys in Detroit seem to be putting it together, and have become one of the best young teams in the league. Here's Jaden Ivey with a jumper. No! Ausar Thompson! A man's jam there. Crashes the boards for the one-handed poster putback. And that's where this team has just about everyone else in the league beat. So much athleticism. Williams can't hit, and we get a putback of our own from Klingon. Thompson tries a 3 and it's good. He has the first 5 points for Detroit. And if Thompson's jump shot is working, the league better watch out. Anthony gets a 3 to go. That's a good sign. James Wiseman steps out for a jumper. He got the start today over Jalen Duren, who was an all-star last year. Wiseman having a resurgence in Detroit. And it'll be interesting to see how Detroit decides to manage their 2 great young centers. Ingram is blocked by Jaden Ivey. Ingram's got to go up strong there. He has a major size advantage. Ausar Thompson! A 3 and the foul. What a start for him. Cunningham tries to get to the rim and it's swatted away by Klingon. Anthony, an off-balance shot in transition is good. Here's Cole again. Kicks it to Ingram. No good. Put back in by Klingon. A win here would be huge for our confidence, as the Pistons are currently number 1 in the power rankings. We're all the way down at number 31. That number wasn't even possible a year ago, as Cade knocks in a triple. Jaden McDaniels with the answer. Ivy finds Cunningham. Another 3. Here's Jalen Johnson. Blocked by Klingon again. J-Mac to P-Will. Now Lorbeck attacks the open space and lays it in with the left. That acrobat badge creates some fun opportunities at the rim, especially for guards, as Cunningham misses. Now it's Ingram at the elbow, tries a fadeaway, swishes it. First points for Brandon Ingram there. Cunningham again! This team has won despite poor three-point shooting, which makes them all the more dangerous when they are shooting well. There's Jalen Duren coming off the bench and swatting that shot out of bounds. Dalen Terry left open and knocks it down. Anthony trying to set up a baseline drive, tries the poster on Cade, and it doesn't work. 4 left in the quarter. Horford to Terry, rises up at the buzzer! Chicago up by 5 on the 7-1 Pistons, and Dalen Terry has 8 points already, hoping to get out of his early season slump. Cunningham gets the bucket and the foul. Now Killian Hayes is making threes on us. I guess anyone can hit a shot if you're that wide open, as Ingram hits a contested triple from the corner. Jaden Ivey with the drive and score. Once again, Mace Gadzarich not doing much in terms of interior defense. Jalen Johnson making it splash. Now we're down by 2 all of a sudden. Ingram ties it back up. Killian Hayes. Jumper is good. If Killian Hayes drops 20 on us, I might end this franchise then and there. Gadzarich whips it to Lorbeck. Hits the 3. Hopefully he continues to improve from that range. Thompson tried to outdo himself with that alley-oop attempt and missed it. We throw it right back to Detroit, and Killian Hayes goes all the way and scores. That's atrocious transition defense. Lorbeck spins both ways and lays it in. He's got all those crafty finishing badges as Slithery makes an appearance there. Here's Thompson with a drive. Klingon meets him in the air. Now Anthony cutting to the rim and laying it in. Those jaw-dropping blocks are just becoming commonplace for Donovan Klingon. Here's Mace Gadzarich backing down a smaller man, but he still cannot finish over him. I'm trying to give him another chance now that we've got that first win out of the way, but he is continuing to struggle. Ausar Thompson with another 3. He looks much improved from his rookie year. Thompson hits it again, and we trail by 5. McDaniels drives, kicks, Ingram sinks it from the corner. Cade Cunningham, easy lane to the rim, uncontested dunk. Ingram step back J from the free throw line is good. Terry feeds Klingon, and he takes long strides to the rim. Cunningham, elbow jumper. Cunningham again. Baseline drive, finish off the glass. He's finally showing he can be a meaningful player for a meaningful team, as Terry feeds Klingon once again, threading the needle that time. Here's Cunningham. Can't hit from range that time as we're under a minute to go in the half. Williams, wrap around to McDaniels. Running the floor for a dunk. Cunningham slams it home. Now Anthony for the tie. No. And the Detroit Pistons are a serious threat. Or so it seems. They lead us by 3 at the half. The Pistons make a living on the defensive end, as they always have, and it's been that kind of game for us. A lot of guys struggling from the field. Cade Cunningham and Ausar Thompson doing most of the damage for the Pistons offense, but we still remain within striking distance as no one else really has gotten it going. Once again, we're struggling to stop the 3, even against teams who aren't normally good at shooting. Detroit is 9 of 18 from range. The win is within reach, but it's not going to be easy. Ingram puts it up and in as the shot clock winds down. Both teams pretty cold to start the second half, but Cunningham gets back in the scoring column. Horford, a wide open 3. Yes, sir! Cunningham starting to trust his jumper a little bit more. He misses there, and we almost fumbled away the rebound. That looked harder than it should have been. Williams gets a steal. Ingram down the left side. And he throws it out of bounds. Tie game, 58 apiece. Klingon backing down. Thompson. Up and under is good. Ivy to Cunningham. Knocks another one down. And the Pistons lead. Cade hits James Wiseman on the roll. He tried to tomahawk it, and it was blocked by Klingon. McDaniels down the court, and he draws a foul. Tied game at 61 once again. Anthony hits Gadzarich. He drives and goes to the line, scoring a pair. Cunningham, another bomb. Count it! He's been unstoppable as he's almost up to 30 points already. McDaniels gets another one to go. He's over 10 points now. Cunningham back to Ivy. Puts it in. Gadzarich to Anthony. Answers with a 3. Would be really nice to have some hot shooting here in the third. Ivy gets it to go off the glass, as if Mace Gadzarich wasn't even there. Can he make up for it on offense? Misses another layup. Honestly, I'm still learning how to play with this guy. He's obviously nothing like Donovan Clingan in terms of play style, as Killian Hayes hits another 3. Ingram back to Gadzarich. He hits the jumper this time. Now it's Ivy to Brown. Long arms. Makes the finish easy for him. Ingram blocked by Brown. So much length on this Pistons roster as Gadzarich gets the steal of the post-entry pass. Dribbling down the floor. Cross-court pass to Terry. Flips it up and in. Probably the best game we've seen from Terry all season. Gadzarich finally forces a miss on defense. That's what you like to see. Lorbeck driving baseline, puts it up and in. Another 10-point game for Lorbeck. Hayes driving on Lorbeck, puts it up and in over 2 defenders. Ingram wants the last shot. No good. That would have given us the lead. That was an ugly third quarter, but on the bright side, our defense looked a lot better. Detroit shot 8 of 27 in that one. But we didn't shoot much better. Wiseman, down low, swatted away by Clingan. Lorbeck the rebound. Clingan gets it back, puts it up. Well defended by James Wiseman. Killian Hayes, no good on the floater. Can we hang with the Pistons in this defensive grinder? No good from Anthony. Clingan the rebound and the score. That's his 15th board and 13th point. Dalen Terry attacking Jalen Johnson and spins for the score. A nice start to the fourth quarter for us, as finally we allow our first points. Lorbeck gets driving leverage around Hayes. Dump off to Clingan! And the punch on Wiseman. Anthony, a triple! And we lead by 6. Cunningham. Jalen Johnson back to Cunningham on the left side. Drives past Anthony. Gets it to go! Contorting his body for the and one. Ingram is double teamed and he throws it out of bounds. It's so tough to make those passes in 2K when you're caught in the air. Hayes leaves Lorbeck in the dust and goes to the free throw line. Pistons have closed the gap quickly. Wiseman is blocked! Pistons get it back. Ausar Thompson can't hit it. 7 minutes remaining. Lorbeck hits Ingram on the backdoor cut. Back up to a 3-point lead. Cunningham attacking early, going up, passing it out, and he goes down in a heap, writhing on the ground, now grabbing his ankle, his left ankle. Why is Monty Williams smiling right now? You sick individual. I don't even know if I can call that a smile. That was the weirdest facial expression I've ever seen. But not a happy scene at all, as Cade Cunningham goes down with a severe left ankle sprain and will miss the next 4 to 6 weeks. It will be a major test for these Pistons as they try to continue the hot start without their best player. Anthony hits the mid-range jumper. It certainly gives us a better chance of winning tonight. But we still got to find a way to contain Jaden Ivey, Ausar Thompson, and the rest of the team. Terry, no good from three-point land. He hasn't made a 3 in the second half. Wiseman gets a dunk. Now Terry off a screen. Back to Clingan. Nice play there. 17 and 17. As he gets another board. Jaden Ivey has not had the best game. He's going to need to step it up without Cunningham. Nice finish from Ingram. Up by 5. And 1 from James Wiseman. Detroit is in the bonus. Ivy Denied. Donovan Clingan again. Anthony taking it down the floor. Ingram, 3. Yes! Up by 6. Under 4 minutes to go. It's been a low-scoring second half as Lorbeck again is getting some fourth quarter minutes. Clingan down low and he gets it to go. Off the feed from Lorbeck. Thompson, another 3. They just won't go away. Now he defends Brandon Ingram, and Ingram leaves him in the dust. Ivy finds Thompson. Oh my goodness, he hits another. And he's defending the best player on our team while he's at it. Ingram misses. Detroit can tie or cut it to 1. Thompson tries to do it himself. Off the rim. Rebound, Donovan Clingan. Ingram looking for a shot, passes it up. Anthony tries. It's off. Rebound, Thompson. Jalen Johnson tries a 3. No! Wiseman the rebound, and he scores. 1 point ball game, 30 seconds to go. Ingram backing it out. Taking his time here. Wants a screen from Andre Lorbeck. Double teamed. Lorbeck back out to Anthony. No! Lorbeck the rebound! Lorbeck was in the right place at the right time, and he forces Detroit to foul. Now they're in the bonus, and Anthony hits the first, takes a deep breath, and hits the second. Bulls up by 3 on the 7-1 Detroit Pistons with 15 seconds left, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We foul James Wiseman. He hits the first, misses the second. McDaniels fumbles the exchange. Johnson gets it back. Wiseman, Ivy, a screen from Wiseman, puts up a 3, comes up empty. A near back-breaking blunder, but we get away scot-free. Ivy went for all the marbles with that 3. Monty Williams was not happy with him afterwards. Clingan missed 1 of 2 at the line, hits the second. Pistons had 1 timeout left to advance the ball. And it's another situation, up 3 with 1.5 seconds to go, where fouling is probably the right move. But thankfully, we don't have to deal with Cade Cunningham. Do they give Ivy another chance, or do they give it to Asar Thompson? Jalen Johnson inbounds to James Wiseman. No good from 3. Bulls win. With the game on the line, they went with James Wiseman. I don't know if this team has what it takes yet to win without Cade Cunningham, but thankfully, after all the drama, we take home win number 2. Our defense was much, much better today, and Donovan Clingan may have had the best game of his young career. 20 points, 21 rebounds, and 7 blocks on 9 of 11 shooting. That is Shaquille O'Neal level dominance. He was our best offensive and defensive player today. And Detroit lost Cade at the worst possible time. 6 minutes to go in the game. They didn't have much time to adjust. He was still their leading scorer by a mile with 34. But how about Asar Thompson hitting 5 threes today? And Killian Hayes wasn't half bad either, but they could not survive an absolute stinker from Jaden Ivey, 4 of 16, and some very questionable shot selection. 2 ugly wins, but 2 wins nonetheless. And at the end of the day, it feels much better to come out on the winning end of these ugly games than the losing end. The Pistons were just ice cold, especially in that second half, where they shot 31% and only scored 43. I wanted to close out this episode with some scores from around the league. The Bucks and Cavs met again for the first time since the Eastern Conference Final, and they don't know how to not play classic games. The Greek Freak got absolutely busy in this one with 47-10 to will his team to a 2-point win. And he narrowly outdueled Darius Garland, who is an unquestioned superstar in this league at this point. He scored 44. This might be the new biggest rivalry in the NBA, as they seem to always give each other their best. And make that 2 wins in a row for our Chicago Bulls, or 3 out of our last 4. We beat the Knicks, putting up 132 in the process. Ingram led the way, but how about Patrick Williams, Jaden McDaniels, and even Dalen Terry? Excellent games all around, as we survive the newly assembled backcourt tandem of Jalen Brunson and Jordan Poole. As bad as our start was, it's been even worse for the Woodsmen as they, I think, were winless through their first 7 or 8. They finally get their first, here over the 76ers. Cole Herringody with a nice game. And the Sixers lose another, this time to the Trailblazers, and Scoot Henderson had the game of his life. 50 points and 11 assists. Him, Shaedon Sharpe, and Kawhi Leonard together are looking very good. The Bulls unfortunately cannot make it 3 in a row, as we storm back in the fourth quarter but can't complete the comeback against the Sacramento Kings. A great game though from Cole Anthony. And how about Andre Lorbeck, who scores a career-high 19 points with 6 assists. And on the other side, Keegan Murray had a nice game. Sabonis had a triple-double, but look at Ayo Dosunmu. He was a guard that showed some promise for us in the first season of the franchise, but kind of dropped off in the second, and he ended up being used as a trade piece in order to trade up in the draft. That pick ended up being used on Mace Gadzarich. But in his first game back in his hometown Chicago, Ayo Dosunmu did not look good. 2 of 9 shooting, and his start to the season looks to be proving that we made the right choice. Hopefully he turns it around, but with this type of regression, I'm definitely glad we moved on from him. Andre Lorbeck, the guy we replaced him with, outplayed him by a wide margin, which is why I'm looking to make a change to the rotation starting next episode. I view Andre Lorbeck as potentially the future of our franchise. He was the guard that I was expecting to go in the top 5, but somehow fell into our laps. And after a slow start to the season, he finally had a performance that I can say was not only good, but very good. I did start the season with him on the bench because we all know how hard it is to survive as a rookie point guard in this league, especially when you're starting. And his first few games, I think, proved that decision to be the correct one, as I think he needed a few games to get up to speed. But even when he's not making a big impact on the game, his talent is definitely visible. Some of the assists and finishes he's made are plays that no one else on our team is making, outside of maybe Brandon Ingram. But the plan was definitely not to banish him to the 6-man role for the entire season. I was really just waiting for a sign that he's ready to start, and with 19 points against the Kings, I think he's given me that. So with that said, Andre Lorbeck will be the starting shooting guard when we take on the Philadelphia 76ers next episode. Jaden McDaniels will move to the bench, which is probably going to make our defense weaker, but with a young team like this, especially one that's struggling, I'm okay with trying out different things. And the fact of the matter is, McDaniels' offense has not been good enough to be an everyday starter. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 28. We got some wins in the book finally, but not without some drama. A win against the 76ers would certainly boost my confidence in this team. The Sixers are talented, but just had 2 pretty bad losses, so it's not completely out of the question. As always, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment, and even recommend me to a friend if you can. A lot of exciting action to come as we're now in the thick of Season 3. I'll see you guys next time as we see the first career start for Andre Lorbeck. Have a great day, everyone.